Welcome back. Here to make sure you stay safe this holiday season is Ed Tays from the Firefighters Association of the State of New York. Thanks so much for coming in today, Ed.
Well, thank you so much for having us. We
Of
really
course.
appreciate every time we come in and chat with you about
Yes.
fire safety.
Tell us what brings you in today.
Today, our mission right now at the hands of the Firefighters Association of the State of New York is always public safety and protecting the people that we provide the volunteer fire service for. And before us today is a piece of code enforcement legislation through Fire Prevention Officer Control and Codes Council is mandating residential sprinklers in new constructed homes. Homes today are built a whole lot different than they were in previous years, with the combustibles that are in the homes, the carcinogens in there, and sprinkler systems will extinguish the fire most often before the firefighters can even arrive. It's a limited source of water that comes down on a fire, extinguishes the fire, contains the fire to the room or the area it's in, saves a lot of other damages that could cause within a home.
Right. What does this mean for New York State if this mandate does get passed?
If it passes in New York State, it would require any new constructed home in New York State to have a residential sprinkler system installed.
It seems like a no-brainer to me. It's just an extra safety protocol. We were talking, before during the commercial break. When you get a car, it's not a concern if you're going to get a seatbelt or airbags in your car. Those are safety measures that we know are life-saving, right?
Exactly, and that's where we're looking at today is the safety. Today, New York State is a leading state in residential deaths in home fires. In Buffalo area alone, 11 deaths so far this year in residential. Western New York's got over 20.
So tell us how impactful this could be for reducing home fire fatalities.
It could save 80% of the fires today would be protected with a residential sprinkler.
That's right. You were saying, I mean, we could have the fires out before the firefighters even get there, right?
Exactly.
So how much lower is the injury and death rates in fires with sprinklers as opposed to without sprinklers?
89% of the homes today could be saved if it had a residential sprinkler versus the ones that don't have them today.
Okay. So how can people stay safe for the holidays if they're cooking for parties? That's definitely a big concern right now. There's a lot of cooking going on. People putting stuff in the ovens and it's there all day. And
it's really important that you pay attention to what you're doing. Try to keep the distraction of the holiday celebrations outside of the kitchen area and make sure you have today they've got these great fire blankets out for extinguishing fires. Make sure you have one of those or a fire extinguisher in your area for it. And use UL protected cords and stuff for your lighting. Don't overload your lighting for your decorations and things like that. You know, we just had something on the news the other day there where two young gentlemen were walking down the street and caught the electrical fire was burning. And so it's being safe, being aware, and being aware of yourself. So enjoy the holidays, but enjoy them safely.
Right, because Ed, how high of a risk are home fires this time of year between like those lights, like you mentioned, and candles and fireplaces, all of those things?
They're probably 65% higher during the holiday season.
Yeah, so we gotta pay attention to those, right?
We do. We have to protect. And again, our association is about protecting the people that we provide the volunteer fire service to. And residential sprinklers is nothing that should be looked at the wrong way. You know, the cost of a residential sprinkler is very minimal to what it costs to overdo a whole new home if it burns.
Right.
You know, you can fix water damage. You can suck up water, but you can't replace the ashes from a home.
That's right. And how quickly can a house fire turn deadly?
Within 2 minutes, a house can be fully involved if it's unprotected.
And unprotected, yeah. Is there anything else that you want our viewers to know today?
We would just like them to understand that we are concerned as an association, and we cannot put a price on a human life. We have to understand that the residential sprinkler systems in the homes being newly constructed not only protects the homeowners, but it also protects the firefighters and the first responders that are responding to those calls.
Absolutely. I think that's a good thing to note. Is there anything our viewers can do to help this get passed, or is it out of our hands now?
It's in the hands. Speak to your local officials, your elected officials, and ask them to support us, to help them. It's really important that the elected officials truly understand public safety and where we're at.
And again, these are only for new homes, not the
Right.
existing homes. So
All
just
new
going
new
further.
constructions.
Alrighty. Thank you so much for coming in and giving us all of these amazing safety tips and facts. Viewers, to learn more about fire safety tips and all of the ways you can keep your home safe, just visit FASNY.com. Thanks again for coming in, Ed, and happy holidays.
Thank you very much for having us. Appreciate it.